take questions one by one, please. So we know that this fiscal, our performance has not been this good. Primary reason is that there are some of our projects that have got delayed in closing. These are usually large implementations initiatives at a country level, and these decisions are governed by their government, also by the key decision makers at the Reserve Bank in that country, etc. But payments modernization continues to be on a positive path. These projects have got delayed and causing the revenue projections not to be met. We are absolutely confident, as we have said in the past, we maintain that we are very well positioned for the payments modernization opportunity. We continue to invest into our products. In fact, if we look at our last 3.5 years, and why am I saying that? Because in fiscal 23 is when we started to get traction with actual sales for our products. And I noticed that from then to now, if you were to look at, we are actually profit positive. We have invested, even in these 3.5 years, close to about rupees 300 million in our products. And the investments continue because we got to reinvent ourselves off and on, especially with the evolution of technology that is taking place. Now, some of you may be watching the news about artificial intelligence deployment and its impact on the industry. We are confident that the impact of AI is positive for our industry. And in fact, you'll be pleased to know that we've been deploying AI for the past almost about 8 years in our Payments Innovation Lab and in our products. In fact, one of our products, RS IntelliEdge, which has been repurposed to become India's fraud and risk management, that product has a significant deployment of deep machine learning and artificial intelligence. So your company is well on top of technologies as they emerge, and very many times we are ahead before they get to be known visibly. As an example, tokenization in the payments industry is another technology that is gaining lots of ground right now. We started working with the tokenization technology back in 2014 when Apple Pay was launched, and we deployed tokenization in the Apple Pay product along with our partner. And that is what is set to be the largest claim of Apple for making their payment, Apple Pay, to be that safe and secure. So our track record continues to be good. We are confident that our next 3 fiscals are going to be a significant improved performance on where we are now. And we believe the strategy decision that we pivoted is proving to be definitely very positive as per the market demands. I'm happy to take questions now. Please go ahead, Mr. Agarwal.
Yeah, hi, sir. Good morning.
Very
My
good
name is
morning.
Vinod Chandra Agrawal. I am from Ahmedabad.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I will have 3 questions, majorly to
Yes, please.
understand our
Sure,
business strategy.
sure.
The first thing about the cross-border transactions. right?
Yes.
Because that
Yes.
is where I think that entire ecosystem of the and every player will have some money to make, because there will
Yes.
be some MDR, and everyone will have some share of their earnings, because that is where the customer is ready to pay,
Very right. Very
right?
right.
So in that case, and now UPI has started, I mean NPCI has started this cross-border transactions in 10 countries, right?
Yes. Yes.
So where we are situated ourselves in this transactions, cross-border transactions specifically, do we have any revenue based on the transactions, number of transactions, or volume of the transactions of this cross-border things? The first
Got
question
it.
is that, and then I will ask more too.
Okay. So the answer is, first of all, we are pleased to inform you, Mr. Agarwal, that the integration of UPI with the 10 countries you're referring to with their real-time payment rail has all been done by our software. So we are gaining revenue from the launch by NPCI of UPI integrated cross-border transactions for the past 3 years now. That's number one. Number two, we have been working at our Payments Innovation Lab on the cross-border product technology. And I am pleased to say that there are at least a couple of bids right now where our technology is being responded with for building cross-border products. Now, uh, Mr. Agarwal, I do not know sir, how long you've been tracking our company. We are primarily a technology company focused on the payments industry, and we have got products. That means we got our technology, our IP for this industry. Our operating platforms as SaaS platform that is yet to emerge as a business strategy. For right now, we do provide technology, and yes, there are already 3 or 4 cases where we do gain by transaction, pricing per transaction. Have you answered your question?
Yes, sir, that is great. So basically, we have a plan and strategy to have a transaction-based revenue on the cross-border level. Okay, thank
Absolutely,
you, sir.
absolutely.
The second question I have is about, as you said, the NPCI. We are doing three types of work, right?
Yes,
NPCI enhancements, like UPI enhancements for India, then integration with the other countries, and the third one is like implementing UPI itself in the other countries, right? So right now, NPCI has done agreements with the three countries: Namibia, Peru, and Trinidad and Tobago, right?
yes.
So I just want to know the revenue from this implementations. Is it a low value work or is it a high value work? Because till now it is not visible like the revenue in our financials. Whether it is because of the low value work, or is it like the implementation has not been completed and that is why the revenue has not been coming in the statements as of now, sir?
So, are you done?
Yeah, second question is done. Yes.
Okay. So number one is that we work with NPCI and we have our own product suite as well. So to give you an example, the EFRM product of NPCI is RS Software's RS IntelliEdge product where we hold the IP.
Mhm.
And likewise, for the other areas, we do the implementation for UPI projects that you're referring to. And I must say, you seem to be pretty well informed about what NPCI is doing. Do you have some involvement with NPCI in this area?
No, I have been tracking the website of the NPCI
Got it.
where they do
Got
the
it.
announcements. right? And
Got it,
then
got it,
I track the specific countries as well, so that
got
just
it,
to
got
make
it.
sure both are getting connected, like announcements from the both the sides, like from the
Very
NPCI
good.
side
I understand.
as
I
well as
understand.
from the
Got it.
different country
Got it.
side.
Got it, Mr. Agarwal. The answer is that yes, we continue to have. In fact, our implementation of these projects is within our revenue stream. We do not report, project by project revenue. We report our overall revenue. And NPCI is an important client. We've got a 10 years relationship, starting with the building of UPI and continuing with all the major digital payment infrastructure. All the enhancements are done by our software, since those are essentially, we like the surrogate mother of those products. Let's move on.
Yeah, just last one question, sir, from my side. I just want to, I invested in RS like 2 3 years back, okay, and so I little bit I want to know about the history of the RS in 2015 when this pivot was happened, right? So it was our own purposeful, willingful decision that we moved from services to the product, or is it something like the client, which our one of the major client has gone out and we were forced to take some other decision, and we went into this one? So just wanted to understand the
Sure,
scenario on that
sure.
part.
I'm going to give you a quick response on this because there are other shareholders who also have questions. But
Sure, sure.
but to make sure that you understand, this was a conscious decision on the part of our software for for a strategic pivot of what we do. And the major factor influencing that was we could see the advent of digital payments starting to take place, where the major payment networks like Visa, MasterCard, American Express were not really interested because they were card networks primarily. And they didn't
Mhm.
want to connect, cannibalize their card revenue. And therefore, we had to make sure that we have the opportunity to participate in digital payments. I would encourage you to go to our website and go to our annual reports for 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. You will find lots of good information as to why we pivoted and how that has been helping the company to reinvent itself. Okay?
Yes,
Next
thank you.
shareholder, please. Very
Yes,
welcome.
thank
Next
you.
shareholder.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Nikhil Katre.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the call. I think this is very useful, for investors to understand
Welcome,
the
Nikhil. Let's
company.
go with the question in the interest of
I
time.
had two questions. First is any updates on Payments Canada project? And second
Well,
is any
we
updates on Middle East? I understand that we were focusing a little bit on Middle East. These are the two questions from my side. Thank you.
Yes. The answer is yes. We continue to be engaged in both these markets. And in fact, we have increased our sales and marketing effort, both through our channel partners and directly. And I would say that we're getting positive reaction to our products. Next question.
Hello. Next, next speaker. Next question from Mr. I can't read your name. It's HOGWSSB. Is it Mr. Atul Rawat?
Yes, Atul here. Good morning,
Hi,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Atul. How are you?
How are you, sir? I'm good, sir. How are you?
Very well. Please go ahead.
Right, sir. Sir, I would humbly place a question that in previous lot of con calls, though we have been giving quite positive signals regarding our businesses, somehow the performance has lagged behind whatever we have claimed. Another
Sure.
thing is that in this particular company, we are not getting any projections by management. It would be very helpful for investors to understand the trajectory. If certain projections or the likely business trajectory can be given, I would request for that, sir. That is my first question.
Okay. Any other question?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
RS has been rightly credited for pioneering UPI development and contributing to India's payments ecosystem. Yet revenue and business scale have remained subdued as compared to the growth of UPI. So, how that disassociation is happening, if you can elaborate on that. Right.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. So number one is that, Atul, since you've attended more than one con call, you would know that we have always said that we made a conscious decision of going into products versus the services business. And the product cycles, number one, first several years, we invested into building the base products. And that is a significant investment by itself. And we were doing that while simultaneously building India's digital payment infrastructure, UPI, the bill payment platform, the fraud and risk platform, etc. Uh, uh, and we also said that product companies, they take time before their revenue stability starts to emerge as consistent revenue stream. We've said that in every con call, and I'm repeating that even now, that for us to get to consistent product revenue stream, it is going to take us a while. In fact, I was at three major conferences in the last 4 months. One is all three are global conferences. One is called the SciBoss. One is the GFF in Mumbai. Third is the Singapore FinTech Festival in Singapore. And from across the world, companies, product companies, innovation companies come to these platforms. And I can tell you that in every single case, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
In every single case, the product companies are taking 6 to 8 years before they even start to demonstrate any real revenue. So I would say that we are doing pretty well as product companies. Yes, consistency is not there as yet. It'll take us some more time, but we are confident, as we've said before, that we will continue to be a powerful company in this space, and we already are. And like I just said at the start of the call, in the past 3.5 years, actually, if you look at it, we are profit positive, cash flow positive, and in spite of the fact that we have invested significantly into enhancing our products. So we are on the right track. Market is telling us that we're getting traction. Our channel partners are starting to get more and more active with us, and we are also committed to move towards transaction-based revenue, as I said earlier. In terms of UPI's progress, yes, UPI is making significant progress, and that's very good for digital adoption and transformation of India as a country, and has built India as a leader in digital payments. For us to leverage the growth of UPI transactions in India, we have a partnership in place with, which I mentioned before, with Hitachi Payments. And I'm glad to say that finally we're getting more and more traction through that partnership. And yes, there is a way for us to benefit from India's growth of digital payments adoption. And it'll take us some more time, but we are on the right track for that. Next question, please.
Mr.
Okay.
Aditya Agarwal.
Thank you so much, sir.
Mr.
Yes.
Aditya Agarwal.
Yeah, hi sir.
Yes, I
morning,
can
how
hear
are
you.
you?
Very good morning. Please go ahead.
Sir, you have appointed Mr. Peter Swears in the past as an additional director in your company,
Is that right?
and Mr. Peter is known for good marketing. He also runs a startup company. So it's been a while since he has been appointed. Can we get to know what role he is playing in the company and what benefits we are getting? I am following your pages on LinkedIn. Also, I am following Peter on LinkedIn. Also, he is posting some post also, but exactly we are not able to get what exactly he is doing or helping in RS software.
Aditya, first of all, I'm sure you would appreciate this is not the forum and it's not even appropriate to discuss any one of our directors. It is not appropriate. And what I'm going to tell you is that there is a positive contribution by all of our board members, including Peter. And if you're keeping track of our company on LinkedIn, etc., you would also know that we have recently, in early July this year, appointed a new chief operating officer, Samik Roy. He comes from a 24 years of solid background and success with Microsoft and with Oracle, so a great product experience, and he is proving to be very effective as well. So overall, we are confident because the market is telling us that our product getting traction, our channel partners have increased their presence with us, so we continue to feel good about our performance moving forward.
Sir, just 1 minute. Sir, you said that we should not discuss about a director. With due respect, sir, we are also shareholder of the company, invested in the company. I think there must be some remuneration being paid to Mr. Peter. It's not about a person. It's about if we are appointing somebody in the company, and as an investor, we are also part of stakeholders in the company. Don't you think being a public company, the shareholders have the right to know why something is being paid to somebody, even if he is a director, and what contribution he is bringing in the company? I think we have that right, sir.
You're welcome to attend the next AGM. Come in person. We'll be happy to answer you any questions. But yeah, you have you have the management of the company working in the best interest of the company's future. And like I said, we have continued to be in business for 34 years, and we will continue to perform. And if I look at our last 3.5 years, we are cash and profit positive. So, and we made a right decision in our strategy for where the market is telling us that we are in the right direction. It does take time for product companies, and you can validate that with any sources of information that you have. Next question, please.
And Aditya, just for clarity, he's not an executive director of the company.
I'm not
Thanks,
said
Aditya.
executive director. I said
No,
additional
I
director.
don't want any more
Thank you.
discussion on this, please. Next question.
Yeah, next question. Mr. Madan, please.
Yes, hi, Mr. Jain.
Yes,
Thanks for having the conf call. So I have a couple of questions.
sure, Madan.
First is, in the previous conf call, so this is, I think, my third one that I'm a part of.
Sure.
So the previous conf call, you had mentioned that the revenue recognition from our work with Payments Canada, that was still to be, done. And I think you had said, if I remember correctly, it was by December that would be recognized. So is that still in play, or has that been recognized, all of the revenue?
So there's a misunderstanding about revenue recognition, because revenue recognition is there when you have a revenue. Payments Canada is a prospect for us when we continue to have a sales activity there. We are not executing anything for Payments Canada.
Okay. Oh, I see. So far we are not executing anything with Payments Canada. I thought we had to tie up with Interact and who are the channel partners.
No, we don't. Interact is a prospect for us. Interact is like NPCI in India, so we don't have a tie-up with Interact. Interact is a prospect for us.
Okay. So at this point, in terms of the future projects possible projects with Payments Canada, what is the timeline for some of these being sort of given to RS? Is there a timeline, or is it just sort of wait and watch?
There's never such thing as wait and watch. It's an active pipeline prospect, so we continue to call on that. And in fact, we have now last month appointed a full-time sales representative in Canada as well. So we invest into the market because we believe that there is a positive growth opportunity for us with the banks, with the networks like Interact, with Payments Canada, etc. So we are confident in due course of time, some of our efforts will pay, and some of the efforts will come from the other markets.
Okay, thanks. And so just in terms of upcoming revenue recognition, I mean, do we have so you had mentioned, over the next few fiscals, we are, confident in terms of achieving growth. But, over this financial year as compared to the next previous financial year, I think the previous conf call, we had some positive things we were thinking. Are we still on track for that, or has that now been deferred to the next fiscal?
So, Madan, I don't know when you joined the call, but I already said earlier in the call, in my commentary, that this year's performance is impacted because a couple of our projects are delayed in their decision making. So that's got delayed. Some of them might open in the last quarter of this fiscal. Otherwise, they move in next fiscal.
Okay, all right. And then one last question. So I think so it's great to have Mr. Samik Roy being appointed. And
Sure.
I noticed that one of the senior employees was allotted 100,000 ESOPs, right? As part.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm wondering, in terms of most of the senior employees, is there an ESOP package? Because I think that was the first sort of note that I saw on this. So is that an active sort of strategy within the company of allotting ESOPs?
Yes, Madan. Yes, Madan. ESOPs has been as a strategy for the company since our inception. In fact, we were one of the first companies, first few companies in the country to adopt ESOP, to attract good talent, and it has paid us off well. So Samik is not the first one. We have allotted ESOPs several times before as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Welcome. Next question.
Yeah. Do we have anybody else? Anybody else has a question? Please raise your hand. Yeah, Mr. Atul again. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you've given substantial clarification. My only question now is, do we have any projections for, let us say, now next 2-3 years down the line?
Atul, we're not going to make projections yet because we need to get to a stable, consistent revenue stream before we start making projections.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So, maybe all the efforts are directed towards propagation of the product through different directions, but we are yet to achieve any major milestone so far.
Well, we believe that we are on track of implementing our strategy. We've been performing positively well. We're getting more traction for our products. And yes, you have to compare us with other product companies, and then you will get a reasonable answer for yourself. What should we expect from our software? I would encourage you to do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Atul. Mr. Mahajan?
Abhijit Mahajan. Mr. Abhijit Mahajan.
I hope you're able to hear me. So thanks for.
We hear you very well.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think I would really appreciate the work what you have done on UPI. It is the commentary what you are delivering, right? That's really motivating. However, I've got a few questions following that. So one is, you did very clearly say that it's very difficult to give a sustainable project pipeline and overview regarding that. But how do you see this all shaping up? Do you work primarily with the big corporates to implement, or is it the governments are your customers? So how do you really see this from your end perspective? Because if it is governments, it is a long sales pipeline.
Can I answer you? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you have more questions? Please go ahead.
Yeah. Apart from that, I've got two more questions. One is regarding the cash. So, sir, I think right now the last quarter's loss was 6 crores. And I think if you look at the cash, what you have on your balance sheet, I think it might be near to 30 crores. I might be wrong, but I think somewhere near to that number.
Sure.
Are you expecting this cash burn to continue? If yes, then in another 5 quarters, the cash will evaporate. And then what are your plans? How do you manage to handle that situation? And then the third is on the cost of talent versus revenue, sir. Then the cost of your employees is like 7.5 crores for last quarter versus the revenue of 6 CR. So it has to be reversed. And if I look at other IT companies, they operate at 20% net margin. So how do you really bring this all together? Because I do see that if we are going to continue on the current route, I think we have a problem. And regarding the cash burn, again, I just one last thing I'm circling back. If you have to raise cash, are you planning to raise funds by diluting equity, or what are the plans? Yeah, I'll just stop here, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great question. Our customer segments, Abhijit, are across the central banks, across the major banks, and the financial institutions. So these are our primary customer segments, which includes country associations like the NPCI or the Interac in Canada, or you have the clearinghouse in the US, etc. All of these are our customer segments, number one. Number two, Abhijit, in terms of our cash flow and our profitability, I can only tell you is that if you look at our last 3 years performance, overall, we've added more cash to the company and not we haven't gone down. And we believe that what we are seeing right now in this fiscal is a aberration to our performance in terms of where a couple of projects have got delayed in the decision making. We feel confident that fiscal 27, fiscal 28 are going to be significantly ahead of fiscal 26, and we will be in a good position for our cash. So our cash burn, we are very conscious of it. We take decisions very dynamically, based on our cash burn. So you can rest be assured that in our entire history of our software, we've gone through up and down in our performance like any other company, but we have always been very mindful of our cash burn and our cash availability with us. Okay? Any other question?
No, I think there is no other question. You can.
I have
Sure,
a few
Abhijit.
You have one
questions.
more question? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if I take this, take your response, so there is not going to be any fundraising or equity dilution, at least for the near future. Yes, sir. And then
What I'm telling you is that you asked me a question about your concern on cash burn and the cash in the balance sheet. My response was to that. Now, in terms of needing additional capital for growth, that is always on the agenda for any company. We do not have any plans as of today.
Okay, thank you, sir. But the market is extremely buoyant. I think this is the best time to raise money. But it's just that
I
cost of-
totally agree with you, and we appreciate your suggestion.
Sir, one last thing. So it is the AI revolution which is sweeping across, and how the products are being aligned to this, and what are your plans? And second is, how many people do you have in the company today, perms, non-perms, and what is the attrition rate?
Okay, sure.
That's
Sure.
two things. The last two
Sure.
things, yeah.
Sure. So Abhijit, I don't know when you joined the call, but I elaborated on our involvement with AI for the past 8 years. So we've been the early ones on the bandwagon of AI. Just that you know, as a history, we started working with data back in 2000. And we ended up building the largest payment-focused data lake in the world in 2010. So we have a large track record on working with data, working with analytics, and therefore our transition to artificial intelligence was only natural for the last 8 years in the Payments Innovation Lab. And all of our products are aligned very well to the AI strategy. One of our products, RS IntelliEdge, which has been repurposed to be India's fraud and risk platform, incorporates a significant amount of deep machine learning and AI with it. So it's a well-established part of our tech stack and our tech strategy. In terms of where do we get our talent from, we attract our talent from across the world, by the way. A lot of our technology talent comes here. Calcutta, West Bengal has got some great education institutions we are able to get a good quality of people from there. Our attrition rates, as I believe, are actually well below the industry level, as per the NASSCOM data. So we are pretty well in our retention management, and our new COO is very focused on implementing the people pillar, as we call it, in making sure we attract good talent and retain good talent. Okay.
Yeah, I think Mr. Anant Jain has a question.
Abhijit is speaking, but I
Yeah.
can't hear him.
Yeah,
Yeah, sir.
Abhijit
Can
again.
you hear
Yeah.
me now?
Abhijit, we got a next speaker.
Uh,
If you don't mind, we've given you plenty of time. We only have another 5 minutes left. Welcome to send any questions. Mr. Anand Jain?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Raj, and thanks, Vijender, for this opportunity. Two questions from
Thank
my
you.
side. First
Please.
side, I totally understand the product development life cycle and the way it works out. Having said that, having worked with UPI, having our products working with UPI and the banks, our products are very matured, right? I mean, I don't think we are. I mean, our products are already there in the market in some ways because we have developed them along with the UPI, and UPI being the largest uh, digital payments platform today in the world. So, what is like, what are the challenges? Because I think we have a matured product basket as of date. So, what are the challenges do you see in sales and marketing for that basket? That's my first
Sure.
question.
Sure.
Second question that I want, because almost every country, whether it's ASEAN or Europe or Canada, everywhere we do see, like, there's a lot of traction towards digital payments. So what kind of challenges or what enhancements,
Sure.
if you can give a product wise understanding of this, that would be very helpful. That's the first question. The second question that I have is, like, among the regions that we are in, like, Europe or Canada, or let's say ASEAN, or where we
Yes.
can sell an
Yes.
EFRM product, which do you think is going to mature the earliest?
Okay. Great. Excellent question. And thank you. Number one is yes, we have a great suite of products, and our products are targeted primarily toward the payments modernization at the central bank level. These are typically long sales cycles, and we sell into central banks both directly as well as through our channel partners, along with our channel partners. So, because these cycles are unpredictable from a closure timing perspective, which is why it is difficult for us to be able to define consistency in our revenue acquisition. We do not see any real challenges because our products are finding traction. It is a matter of time. And in terms of which geography is more likely to succeed faster, I think we got some good prospects going on in the Asian region, and we also have some in the Middle East region. So we have a pipeline which goes across, but with our channel partners and directly as well. So let's see which one closes faster. If I was to put my money on the table today, perhaps something in Asia may close faster than in other regions.
Great. Thanks,
I,
Raj. Thank you.
you're very welcome, Anand. Well, with that, we got another 3 minutes or so. Any other questions?
Yeah, Mr. Srinivas has given a question on the chat, and
Okay.
he wants to understand. He wants to understand how confident we are about 27, 28. That we will what specific changes we are making in our business that will achieve the
Sure.
uh,
Sure. Sure.
achieve the target in then compared to now.
Perfect. 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 Again, excellent question, Mr. Srinivasan. There are three major things that we have already embarked on, and which we believe over the next 12 months, 18 months, 24 months will continue to reward us well. Firstly, you look at the management pillar, and that is where we are very highly focused on strengthening that for active implementation. Number two is in terms of our sales coverage, we have decided, no, sorry, we are implementing, already recruiting salespeople in the geographies in North America, where we have combined that with the appointment of board of directors as well, to be able to grow in that region. That is the North American region. Number three is our channels in rest other parts of the world, whether in Asia or in the Middle East, they are starting to pick up momentum as well. So the thing we are doing different is making sure we're getting onto reliable implementation of our strategy. And number two is specifically on the marketing and on the sales front, we are taking dynamic actions to grow our revenue where we're finding traction. I hope we have answered your question. Next question, please.
Last question from Mr. Madan again.
Yes, Madan.
Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Jain. Just one quick question. So I just wanted to compare ourselves. How would you compare us to, say, Volante in terms of, what they offer versus what RS offers? I mean, is there a comparison between them? Could you please comment on that? Thanks.
So Volant is, we and Volant are focused for most part in a very different segment of the business. We are focused on central banks, central payment infrastructure. Volant works mostly with the banks only. And our technology, if you think about the strategy that many central banks have adopted, which is what India did, I think they learned from India in some ways. And that is first is to build a real-time payment rail like UPI in India, then build an overlay like a bill payment system. And then as the adoption increases, you build a fraud and risk payment system, which is like the EFRM in India. I think many central banks across the world are thinking along that direction, where there is real-time payment rail focus. If they already have it, they're looking at enhancing that to the next generation, where again, our capabilities come into play. And then they're looking at overlays to enhance the real-time payments adoption in that country. And then finally, the fraud and risk platform. That's where we are, which is we believe that's a very different strategy from what Volant is doing. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, thanks.
All right. With that, we are up with our time. Thank you very much for each one of you, your time. And what I would like to assure you that your company where you're investing is consistently focused on implementing its strategy. It is achieving success, it is achieving traction. And like I said, we believe from the market validation that we are on the right track. And it'll take us a while before we can consistently project what revenue streams, what our projections might be, but we will get there. All that I can tell you is that over the next 3 to 5 years, you'll be happy investors if you stay with us. And I am once again grateful to several of our largest investors in the company who have been with us since 2015, and they have had their faith and their commitment, and they continue to be amongst the largest investors in RS Software. Thank you very much for your time. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.